Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I am Anne, also known as Glamnanne here on the interweb, and I'm happy you're here to watch this video. Thank you for clicking on it. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I like to kind of curl, get some texture going in my really short hair. And I call it really short hair because I'm right in between a pixie and a bob. I used to have a pixie cut and I'm kind of growing it out into a bob. So now it doesn't really know what it wants to be. And as much as I really do kind of like this like sleek look, it gets a little boring sometimes. And I'm like, I need a change up. I need something to do with my hair that's not this. So first let me give you guys a like 360 of what my hair looks like. Anyway, my hair is super short, but I am still able to curl it. And the way that I do that is with a mini flat iron. So this is the Croc mini flat iron. It is very small, the size of my hand, and it's perfect when you have super duper short hair. Have you guys guessed what you could be winning in this video yet? That's right, you could win one of these. So stay tuned to the end to see the rules to enter. But in the meantime, let's get started using this bad baby right here. Actually, before we get started, if you do end up liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up down there. It helps me out so much. And if you end up liking this video and you end up liking me, please subscribe to my channel. You can hit the button down below, and if you want to be notified when I post, you can hit the bell. All right, let's now like for real get into it. Alrighty, so of course to start off, I'm going to be sectioning my hair so that I can reach the little parts underneath. And so first I'm going to section and kind of get to the bottom part of my hair, all of this right here. So I'm going to clip all of this up. So what we're actually going to do with this layer is we're not going to really curl at all. What we're going to do is kind of just like boost at the root. So I've got my little straightener here. Come on, buddy. And you're just going to give the like root like a boost, like up like that, just to lift it. But you don't want to curl it because this is kind of like your base at the bottom of your hair. And I feel like when I try and like curl this, the bottom ends up looking like too, I don't know, it's just not right for me. So I don't, what a great explanation. But really though, it's just not right. So I just like to give the bottom layer just kind of like a root boost at the bottom. And what I mean by that, I guess if I could describe what I'm doing, just literally clamping onto my hair with the flat iron and turning a little and then letting go. So it kind of just gives it a boost. Make sure you get the back. That can be a little hard. I also don't like to make this perfect, so it's okay if you miss a few hairs here and there because this is the bottom layer especially, and it doesn't matter too much down here. And I also like to be kind of sporadic about the pieces I'm picking. Like I said, I don't want anything to look too uniform because then it's all going to end up like sticking to itself, and that's not good either. Okay, so now that we've got that like kind of root boost here, what I'm going to do is run the straightener through the ends of my hair and make them kind of like straight, like almost like sticking out straight, because my hair tends to want to curl in, and I'm sure a lot of people out there with really short hair, that happens to you too. So I almost like flip it up a little bit in certain places, and then some I just go like actually straight. And this is just going to give it like texture and make it really easy and make it look really good in the end. So like here, this is like curling in, so I'm going to kind of flip it out a little. I also feel like this kind of makes your hair look a little longer. Not that my hair could really look long ever in the state that it's in, but it gives it a little bit of length because you're lengthening the very bottom of it. All right, so that is the first layer. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's gonna look great in the end. So now moving on, going to separate kind of like at my temple here. And let this hair down. All right, so now we're gonna do a little curling. So before I start, I'm gonna kind of like walk you through how I do a curl with my flat iron. And that is by taking a small section like this. And what you're gonna do is clamp the flat iron like this. You're going to twist and pull out. So twisting and pulling out. Oops, sorry, this is not a straightener. Twist and pull out like this. And then what you're gonna do is kind of, while you're twisting your wrist, let it go, like let it off the straightener and have it twist like this and then pull through. It's gonna make sense right now. So grab my little section, clamp on, twist my wrist, let it off, pull through. So that creates a little bit of a curl, but it's keeping the ends straight, which I think is really important because when you have super duper short hair, we don't have a lot of length to work with to begin with. And for me, at least, I don't like my ends to be all curled because it totally shortens my hair. I become Shirley Temple and like, she's cute, but I'm good. You know, I don't want to look like her. I'm like 26. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think we get it. Anyway, so that is how we're gonna do it. And towards the front of my hair, I'm gonna curl all the way. And then once we get kind of like towards the back, I'm gonna do like a few random pieces that go towards my face. Also, just a reminder, be really gentle with these hairs in the front of your head. You know, if you're like me, you don't have a lot of them and you wanna be nice to them. So even if it doesn't look like perfect, like that definitely doesn't even look like a curl, but it's almost like the root boost. That's just the word I'm using. The thing we did at the bottom, it's like that, but like finishing the curl a little bit and then pulling through. So the closer we get to the top, that's when the curls will become like more full, but still here we just kind of want like, almost like a texture happening. Ow. I just pinched my freaking finger between this thing. I know you guys don't care, but that really hurt. This is the second time today. All right. Also trying to be really random. Like I don't want to grab perfect sections, just kind of picking one and turning it. And then you can kind of like scrunch it a little bit when you're done with it. And this goes super duper fast once you get it. Like it is like a very quick and easy thing for your little short hairs. And it makes it look so cute. I feel like curling my hair with a straightener is so much easier now that I don't have very much hair. I always like had a really hard time with it when I had longer hair, but now it's literally so easy because there's not much hair to deal with. So as you can see, like we're creating a texture and you can see it kind of like sticking out. And I think that's so cute. Comment down below if you guys have an easier time curling one side of your head versus the other, because this is the devil side. This is the hard time side. I just like cannot do it the same. I really can't do it the same. And you know, it's okay. Like life isn't perfect. I get it. But also, you know, like it'd be cool if my hair just could look the same on each side, you know, like that would be nice. And in the back, honestly, I literally just keep doing like the root boost thing. Like I'm not even really trying back there. Like this is like a very, not messy, like we're not gonna look messy, but it's like just a really like beachy looking hair. And I forgot to mention, my hair is like different lengths. Like this side is like longer kinda and this side's shorter. So like everything does different things, but it's okay. In the end, it's gonna look great. So now the next step is to do kind of what we did before and straighten the ends of these curls. If they're like flipping in weird, don't do too many because then it looks kind of like your hair is straight and that's weird. Like half curly, half straight. But just straighten the ends because sometimes like they get a little too curly. Alrighty, so here is the second layer. And yeah, so basically what we're doing is just creating texture. And then at the top, that's where we're gonna like see our curls. Our curls. Okay. So obviously I have a side part, so I'm gonna do one more part on this side, leave this side alone. And just do the same exact thing. Now that the hairs are kind of getting the longest, that's when we can start to kind of really pull the curl through. So here and then through. So like before it was just one twist and then pull through. This is one twist, turn, two twists, and then pull through. So we've got one twist, two, and then pull through. Okay, so here's a good example. This is what I'm talking about too curled. Like now it's just like, wow, we'll fix it. But I'm just saying like it's too much at the bottom. I need it to be straight. That makes sense. So especially towards the top, when I do a couple curls going the same way, I'll go like right underneath, like right here, and I'll do a curl going towards my face in the opposite direction. There we go. And that will help it not all stick together and get weird. And the best part about this is like if you miss like some hairs, because like we've got a lot of different textures happening, like it's not going to be that big of a deal. So that makes it even quicker. Yeah, so this needs to get straighter here. This is too much. All right, so now we've got this kind of like texture going on. I love the way it looks. Makes it look like you actually try, but like this is so easy. All right, so now we are on the top layer. You want to be really careful not to go too crazy. And in fact, like you can kind of see it like already doing it on this side. Sometimes I will literally just like let the top layer down and leave it because sometimes the curls underneath are like so, I don't know, well curled that the top, it just kind of blends in and it like works. Like, I mean, you really could leave this and it just like adds all sorts of texture underneath, but we worked hard. We're going to finish this. All right, so doing the same thing. And actually I'm picking smaller sections at the top, even smaller than the bottom, and going to lift at the root, turn, and pull through. A trick that you guys can do if you like go a little overboard and get it a little too hot and then it's super curly, you can kind of like hold the curl and like twist it a little bit, pull it out, and that will like make sure it doesn't like stay super crazy curly. All right, so taking those tiny little sections, doing the same thing, lifting at the root, twist, pull through. Toward my face, I'm literally just gonna go curl away from my face just a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Like I don't want a giant curl sitting on the front of my face. And really, you guys, these sections are actually super thin. So you definitely do not need to hold the straightener in there for very long at all. And then doing the same thing towards the back. And in the back, honestly, I pick up a little bit bigger of sections because that's where I have the most hair. And I feel like it works back there. Like I don't need the back to look super duper like straight. I just want it to be curled enough. Another trick in keeping it looking like a little more random and not so uniform is when you're picking up your section. So as opposed to taking it like this, like scooping out a really nice clean, that's not that clean, but clean section, you literally can just like kind of like grab something random like this and even pick up like something other random here and then just do that. And then it keeps it so that you've got like texture and it's not like all becoming like one curl. All right, so now for this side, because it's a side part, I have to be really careful because these pieces on top are really short. They only go to here. And if these get too curly, they're literally gonna stick out like right here on the side of my head, which looks dumb. So I'm really careful and I don't go too crazy with the curls right here on this side. So really just like kind of pull through, like twist and pull. More pulling on this side than the other side. And because we did so much already underneath, like it's super easy and it all comes together super quickly. You don't have to do a lot of work on top, which is super nice because obviously once you get towards the top, you get closer to being done, being ready. And sometimes that means you gotta leave like right meow. So you can kind of like play with it, see if there's places that you need to like go back in touch. But for the most part, I like this. So because my hair is still like a little too short, at least for me, like I don't usually wear it above my ears just because I feel like, I don't know, I just don't have enough hair yet right here. So I do like to tuck my hair behind my ears. You can leave like a little bit out in the front, make it look a little more shaggy, I guess. And so this side is basically done, but I still have to fix my bangs on this side. So I'm going to put this behind my ear. Not all of it. Doesn't need to look perfect, just like enough of it. You can kind of like tuck part of it and leave that part out. Makes it look a little more long. Let it kind of come over your ear, but the front is still tucked back. So with the bangs, like this is kind of all like preference. I could totally just leave my bangs like this. Okay, so after playing with my bangs a little bit, kind of trying to decide where I wanted to go with them today, I think I'm going to kind of just like do exactly what I did with everything else and just give them a little twist and pull while using my fingers to kind of like take some of the heat out, and do the same thing underneath. And then kind of play with them. So here's where you can like kind of mess with your hair. And this is like where it comes down to preference, like how you like to wear your bangs, if you even have bangs. If you don't, then obviously you can do something different. I feel like these bangs look like pretty beachy, so I like that about them. Okay, so something I highly recommend doing once you finish your look is using a dry texture spray. This totally, like, first of all, locks it in, but it gives it volume and it just like makes it look a lot more polished. So I'm gonna use the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. I have this like little mini one. This smells like so freaking good, I can't even handle it. So what I'm gonna do is just spray and kind of like scrunch, I guess. You want to do a little at a time. You don't want to go crazy. But I like to lift at the root here and spray up in there to like get this to have some volume. Like, and see, like it makes it so much more moldable, and you can like kind of like just leave it there instead of before when it was super soft and it kind of just like wanted to do its own thing. Now it's like kind of coming to life. You can also spray like the little hairs underneath, and that will make sure that they don't just like sit super flat against your neck, that they're like, you know, having a job too. Just kind of like pumping it up and literally texturizing it. Like, it's so cool. All right, doing the same thing on this side. Then you kind of just like work your hands through it and mold it. Also kind of helps your hair look more full because it like sticks to itself. And just for a little final touch, I'm gonna add a little pin right here because I think that's gonna look super cute. Kind of holds the hairs back and makes it so like I don't feel like I need to tuck it behind my ear, if that makes sense. I don't know why, but now like I feel like it's doesn't need to be tucked as like cleanly as before, if that makes sense. All right, so that is it for this tutorial. I hope it was helpful for you guys. Just super like beachy, textured in my little tiny short hairs. And I feel like sometimes it's hard to find videos on YouTube for people with like really, really short hair, or maybe you're between a pixie cut like I am and trying to grow it out. So hopefully this helps you guys. If you did like this video, please give it a big, huge thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much. And if you like me and you want to see more videos like this, you can hit the subscribe button down there, and you can also hit the bell next to it to be notified anytime I post a video. So for the giveaway, it will be US only, unfortunately, for everyone outside the US, but I will be doing more like international giveaways in the future. But for now, this is US only. And right now, I'm going to tell you how to enter. So there are 3 things you need to do to enter. 1, like this video. Easy. 2, subscribe to my channel. And 3, write a comment down below telling me your best or worst hair experience, whether that be in the salon, whether you did it yourself. Maybe you were one of those girls who like straightened her hair and then her hair came off. I'm sorry if that was you. But yeah, so those are the rules. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below. Pretty simple. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.